Money is one of the most important tools in the world. In fact, there is a popular saying that money makes the world go round. Well, while there are other things that are very important in the world, like empathy, love, care, family and so many others, money is a tool that can make many of these things even better. Because money is the medium of exchange, we need money to buy food, clothing, housing, medical supplies and so many other basic things. Which is why we all believe that people should have access to money and be able to pay for the things that we want and the things they will like to get for our loved ones. But the sad truth is that many people around the world are still living in poverty. And that is very devastating. Over the years, wealth have been transferred to very few people, while many people have become poor. The World Bank estimates that about 69.9% of the world population lives in poverty. That is a huge number of people living below about $3 a day. Today's video is not about money, but has a close relationship with money. This video is about one of the greatest inventions of our time, which is Bitcoin. We have discussed so many other blockchain and cryptocurrency projects on this channel, but I am surprised we are yet to discuss the grandfather of all these projects and ideas. Stay with me as we break down all you need to know about Bitcoin in this video. We would discuss what Bitcoin is, how Bitcoin works, its function, basic features and its tokenomics. Without further ado, let's get into it. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first and most widely recognized cryptocurrency. It enables peer-to-peer exchange of value in the digital realm through the use of a decentralized protocol, cryptography, and a mechanism to achieve global consensus on the state of a periodically updated public transaction ledger called a blockchain. Practically speaking, Bitcoin is a form of digital money that 1. Exists independently of any government, state, or financial institution, 2. Can be transferred globally without the need for a centralized intermediary, and 3. Has a known monetary policy that arguably cannot be altered. Which means that unlike services like Venmo and PayPal, which rely on the traditional financial system for permission to transfer money and on existing debit-credit accounts, Bitcoin is decentralized, and any two people, anywhere in the world, can send Bitcoin to each other without the involvement of a bank, government, or other institution. Bitcoin was created by Satoshi Nakamoto, a pseudonymous person or team who outlined the technology in a 2008 white paper. Furthermore, Bitcoin is now a globally traded financial asset with daily settled volume measured in the tens of billions of dollars. Although its regulatory status varies by region and continues to evolve. If you have not liked this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Now, let's discuss how Bitcoin works. Unlike credit card networks, like Visa and payment processors like PayPal, Bitcoin is not owned by an individual or company. Bitcoin is the world's first completely open payment network which anyone with an internet connection can participate in. Bitcoin was designed to be used on the internet and doesn't depend on banks or private companies to process transactions. Let's use a simple analogy to explain how Bitcoin works. Henry have a friend whose name is Frank. Frank lives in the US, while Henry stays in China. Frank would like to send money to Henry to purchase some electronic hardware from China. Normally Frank could have used bank transfer, which might cost him some huge amount for that transaction, and may even take a while before everything can be processed. He could also use other fiat payment processes, but each of them might come with a delay and huge fees. But if Frank opted for Bitcoin, he could easily send any amount of money from the US to China just within 5 minutes, without any delay or huge fees. That is the incredible power of Bitcoin to the world we live in today. So, what are the functions of Bitcoin? Just as money, you can use Bitcoin for so many purposes, some of which are investment vehicle, a store of value similar to gold, and a way to transfer value around the world. Now let's look into some of the basic features of Bitcoin. 1. It is decentralized. Nobody controls or owns the Bitcoin network, and there is no CEO. Instead, the network consists of willing participants who agree to the rules of a protocol, which takes the form of an open-source software client. 2. Well distributed. All Bitcoin transactions are recorded on a public ledger that has come to be known as the blockchain. The network relies on people voluntarily storing copies of the ledger and running the Bitcoin protocol software. 3. It is transparent. The addition of new transactions to the blockchain ledger and the state of the Bitcoin network at any given time, in other words, the truth of who owns how much Bitcoin, is arrived upon by consensus and in a transparent manner according to the rules of the protocol. 4. It is permissionless. Anyone can use Bitcoin, there are no gatekeepers, and there is no need to create a Bitcoin account. 5. It is pseudo-anonymous. Identity information isn't inherently tied to Bitcoin transactions. Instead, transactions are tied to addresses that take the form of randomly generated alphanumeric strings. 6. It is censorship resistant. Since all Bitcoin transactions that follow the rules of the protocol are valid, since transactions are pseudo-anonymous, and since users themselves possess the key to their Bitcoin holdings, it is difficult for authorities to ban individuals from using it or to seize their assets. 7. Every process is public. All Bitcoin transactions are recorded and publicly available for anyone to see. Let's round this up by looking into Bitcoin tokenomics. One of the key parameters in the Bitcoin protocol is that the supply will expand over time to a final tally of 21 million coins. This fixed and known total supply makes Bitcoin a hard asset, one of several characteristics that has contributed to its perceived value from an investment perspective. It has a maximum supply of 21 million. With a current circulating supply of 19 million plus. A market cap of more than $777.5 billion. Which is the largest market cap among every other cryptocurrency. If you bought Bitcoin worth of $10 in 2016 while it was $426, you will have about 0.023 BTC. That will be worth about $1,000 in today's price. Bitcoin have a fixed supply, which means it's not inflationary, and have the potential to reach more than $1.3 million according to Forbes. Because with countries like El Salvador declaring it as a legal tender, many other countries might follow, and with new regulations, banks and big financial institutions will start buying Bitcoin. We have already seen what could happen with big players when the big venture farms bought into Bitcoin in 2021. This led Bitcoin to its highest price. Now imagine what will happen if countries like United States and others declares it as a legal tender. Guys, this is not a financial advice at all, however, holding some Bitcoin for a long term might not be so bad. Let us know what you think about Bitcoin and its potential in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Turn on your notification to get notified each time we post a new video. Do not hesitate to share with us what you would like us to discuss on this channel. See you next time.